Hey students, here's part 2 of your study guide. So we're talking about percents now. Remember, percent is out of 100. Remember that. So any percent, to change a decimal to a percent, so if we had 0.9, if we want to make it a percent, we're going to move it 2 places to the right. So that would be 90%. If we take the 90% and we want to make it a decimal, then we go 2 places to the left, 0.90, same thing. Those are just some recaps. Remember that percent is out of 100. That is your key. So any fractions you need to make, you can make it out of 100. Number 17, the prices of 4 different bottles of shampoo are given in the table. Which bottle size is the best value? Round your answers to the nearest hundredth if necessary. My bad. This is actually a unit rate question that we need to finish up. So this finishes up unit rates. But let's go ahead and do that. We're trying to find out the best value. In order to find out the best value, then we need to figure out how much it costs for 1 ounce. So that's basically what we're doing, is trying to figure out what is the price per ounce for 1 ounce. So in order to do that, we're going to divide. Remember, we always put the money on top. So we're going to take $4.50 and we're going to divide it by 24. We're going to take $2.30 and divide it by 15. We're going to take $1.60 and divide it by 8. And we're going to take 95 cents and divide it by 4. Always put the money on top so that we can figure out how much it costs per ounce. And then I'm going to grab my handy dandy calculator. And we should have, let's see, 450 divided by 24. So it says nearest hundredth. So if you look at this decimal, tenths, hundredths, thousands, we look at the thousands place. The 7 tells the 8 to go up. So this is going to be 19 cents an ounce. That 7 tells the hundredths place to go up. The next one is 230 divided by 15. Again, tenths, hundredths, thousands. The 3 tells the 5 to stay. So he's going to cost 15 cents an ounce. $1.60 divided by 8. I don't know if you noticed, but it's basically 16 divided by 8. So your answer should be something 2. So not 2 though, 0.2. What does that mean? That means 2 tenths. That means 20 cents per ounce. And the last one, 95 cents divided by 4. So tenths, hundredths, thousands. That 7 tells that 3 to go up. So this is 24 cents per ounce. Make sure you understand what each of those means. So which is the best deal? Is buying the most the best deal? Well, let's see. It looks like this one is the best deal right here. That 15 ounces for $2.30 is you're getting it for 15 cents an ounce. Versus this one, you're getting it for 19 cents. This one, you're paying 20 cents. And this one, you're paying 24. Now, is it a huge difference? No, but if you want to make sure you get the best buy, that's the one you need to pick. So this would be your best buy. Okay, now on to percent of a number. Just to recap again, percent is out of 100. Moving a decimal to a percent, we move it 2 places to the right, making it a percent to a decimal. So taking that percent, making a decimal, and we go 2 places to the left. So percent of a number, make sure you're thinking about out of 100. What is 12% of 30? Remember the of we changed to multiplication. So we're taking that percent, which is 12%, so I'm going to call it 0.12, and I'm going to multiply it by 30. Remember my little tricks? 10% is 3, so it's going to be a little bit more than 3. So 12% of 30, so 0.12 times 30, $3.60. Again, think about, what does the 0.6 mean? That means 6 tenths. I'm saying money, but this is not money. My brain thinks of money because I always think of discounts and things like that. So your answer is 3.6. Find 9% of 45. Remember, of means multiply. Change that percent to a decimal. How do we do that? We go 2 places to the left. Think about the percent sign gets in the way, so you can't go to the right. You have to go to the left. So this becomes 0.09 times 45. 0.09 times 45, $4, 405, 4.05, $4.05. Brandy's paycheck last week was $2,000. She would like to put 22% of her earnings into the savings account. How much money should she put in her savings account? So I like to change the question to a sentence. She should put blank in savings. So that's what we're trying to figure out. How much of that money does she want to put in? She came up with the percentage of 22%. So basically what we want is 22% of $2,000. So I'm going to multiply 0.22 times 2,000 to figure out what is 22% of $2,000. Now, before I hit the equal sign, let's think about what 10% is. If I move the decimal over, it will be 200. So 10% is 200. Double that will give you 20%. So 20% is 400. So, and then the 2%, so a little more than $400. So that's how you can check to see if your answer is reasonable. I'm going to hit the equals. 440. Worked out perfectly. That answer seems reasonable to me because I know that 20% is 200. I'm sorry, 400. So I know that 22%, that sounds about right. So what is she going to save? She needs to put $440 in her savings account. Find 15% of 32. So we're going to change that percent to a decimal, 0.15 times 32. Before we do the calculating, let's kind of use some mental math. Well, 10% would be 3.2. So I move the decimal. 5% is half of that. So half of 3 is 1.5. Half of 0.2 is 0.1. So 5% is 1.6. So together, it should give me 4.8. Let's see if I get the same answer. 0.15, times 32. Bingo. So what is your answer? 4.8. What does that mean? 4 8/10. There are 40 students in the class. Of the 40, 45% are in band. How many students are in band? So we want to know that there are blank students in band. Changing that question to a statement. So 45% of the 40 students, that's almost half the students. So 45% is pretty close to 50%. So in my mental brain, I might be thinking, well, 50% is half of 40, which would be 20. So it's a little less than 20 students. So move my decimal over, 0.45 times 40. So if my answer comes close to 20, I will know my answer is reasonable. Times 40, so 18. So it's pretty close to 20. So I would know that makes sense. So 18 students make up 45%. I could have done it this way too. 45% of 40. Well, guess what? 45% is 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%, and then 5%. Well, 10% is 4. So 4, 4, 4, 4. And 5% is half of 10%, which would be 2. 4 plus 4 is 8. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. Plus 2 makes 18. So if you're walking through the store and something costs $40 and it's 45% off, you can do it in your head. You don't even need a calculator to break out. So I used my mental math to check to see if this is reasonable. I can also use what I know about decimals to do it in my head too. Hope you guys understand what's going on with ratios and proportions and percents. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to Ms. Sarah Mistraka. We will be here to help you. And that is the review sheet. Good luck on Monday and Tuesday, guys.